Let's talk about some great products. I have a selection of products here that I've been loving in the month of September. I was actually going to upload a different video today that I've already filmed, already edited, and then I realised it's favourites time. Got to give the people some favourites. I'm going to kick things off by talking about something that is maybe a little bit embarrassing for some people, but it's actually something that I'm kind of like, you know what, it's part of life, let's just talk about it. So I'm going to get this perhaps slightly embarrassing product out of the way before we move on with the rest of the products. But you know, sometimes on YouTube people shy away from talking about things like this, and this is the kind of stuff that we need to talk about, ladies and gents. I'm going to talk about waxing the tash. Okay, so this is an old favourite of mine. It's an old flame. I've been without it for quite a while and now I'm revisiting it, and it's good, guys. It's really good. I am a hairy person. I'm just gonna say it. It's not necessarily a negative thing because, you know, if I make a little bit of an error with my eyebrows, they grow back really, really quickly. Guys, cover your ears if you don't want to know about this, but you know what? Let's not pretend that all ladies don't have hair, because we do. Some of us are hairy. Some of us are hairier than others. I'm one of those people. I have two dark-haired parents with quite olive skin. If anybody out there is expecting me to be fuzz-free naturally, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's not going to happen. A lot of ladies like to pretend that they are naturally fuzz-free. I'm not one of those people. I will be quite open about this because I'm actually quite proud of my body's ability to replenish its hair stores whenever it's needed, but it doesn't happen with my hair on my head, which is very, very disappointing. So I do get facial hair. Most women, like pretty much every woman I know has facial hair, but some people are really lucky and they are, even if they've got dark hair, they get sort of lighter coloured facial hair, and a lot of people are blonde or redhead and they tend to get like finer blonde hairs. But I have dark hair and I have dark haired parents, like I said, and I get dark facial hair. Now it's not like bearded woman situation over here, but you know, I can grow attached quite quickly, and usually, you know, I just take care of the situation with wax. But you know, wax strips, let's just talk about wax strips for a moment. I really don't like them. I really don't like them. They're fiddly, they never do anything. It's like they've really annoyed the hairs. The hairs will not cling to them. It's like the hairs want to be as far away as they possibly can, and that's not good when you're trying to get rid of those mofos. So the thing that I really like is this. Nobody wants to let that tash grow. We don't want it to grow wild before we can wax it, okay? And I've tried creams and I've been using creams recently, and the creams are really effective. They get rid of the hair, but it ain't the same. If you ain't ripping it out by its root, it's not going to stay away for as long. So I really like this wax. It's called Nair Easy Wax Microwave, and this is for your legs and your body. I use this on my face. I'm bold. You buy this, it's about £8 or something like that, and I dread to think how much money I've given Nair over the years for me buying this, because I'm 28, you know, puberty. I went through puberty at a young age. I've probably paid for someone at Nair's, like holiday home, something like that, but it's good stuff. And you whack it in the microwave. I will show you this. It's really like gross inside. Mine's kind of gross now. But you put this pot in the microwave and you put it in there for a few minutes, wait, stir it up, and then you apply the wax with the spatula onto the area that you want to get rid of the hair, and then you just rip it off. It works on short hair, which is what I really like. Waxing, okay, I can't go and have anything professionally waxed because I will kill whoever's doing it. Like, I will lash out, I'll get really aggressive, I'll probably swear at them, and I don't need to do that. I don't want to make any enemies. So I prefer to do things myself. I'm a bit of a control freak when it comes to most things in life. So, you know, I like to just do it myself. I don't know why I'm making such a big deal out of this. I wax my tash with it, it's good. But I've also used this on my underarms, which, oh my god, has anybody waxed under their arms? That is probably the most painful thing I've ever done in my entire life. We've said enough on this subject, but woman to woman, or woman to man, whoever's watching this, this stuff is really good. Okay, now that we've got the embarrassing stuff out of the way, let's move on to nails. Now, there has been a product recently, and I say recently and I mean the last 2 months, that I've been loving, but I wanted to give it a good, you know, experiment before I kind of raved about it to you guys, and I'm 100% sold on this. It is the Dr. Lewinn's Renunail. Now, I have nails that grow really quickly. I don't like long nails. I usually like cut mine at least once a week. They grow really quickly. I feel cleaner with short nails, and I feel like the polishes that I like to wear look better, and I just don't feel like long nails look right on my kind of chubby children's hands. They just don't look right. So I always cut them down. It's not the growth that's ever a problem for me. The problem that I have with my nails is that they flake at the ends and they chip, and they just don't ever stay, like they kind of like peel off at the ends. And it's not that big of a deal because I cut them so often, I file them so often. However, I find that my nail polish doesn't last as long when that is bad. And I've tried a few different nail things. The only one that's really worked for me in the past is called Nail Magic, but that kind of goes gloopy really quickly. So I was just in the market for another one. I didn't even realise I was in the market for it, and this is actually a recommendation from my mum. My mum and my nana both use this and absolutely swear by it. My mum actually bought this on the aeroplane, and then my nana started using it. She got one on the aeroplane, and when I was actually house sitting for my nana a couple of months ago, I started using it, and my nails in the week and a half that I was staying at my nana's house dramatically improved, and I'm talking like dramatic. Now you're meant to do it for like 25 days as a program, but the program means that you put it on twice a day and like kind of bare nails, and I didn't want to do that. Like I hate having no nail polish on. What I tend to do with this, rather than using it for 25 days straight, is I'll put it on 2 coats of it underneath my nail polish. My nail polish tends to last, with the next product that I'm going to talk about, lasts me about a week, and so I've just been sort of putting 2 coats on every week, and it's still made a dramatic difference to my nails, so I'm really impressed with that. It isn't the cheapest nail strengthener out there, but I would highly recommend it. I've tried so many Sally Hansen nail strengtheners, and I love Sally Hansen products, but they have done nothing for my nails, and I just think that you may as well get something the first time that you know comes recommended, because like I said, this was like my mum's recommendation, then my nana's, and then now I'm passing it on to you guys. The next nail product that I want to talk about is a Sally Hansen Mega Shine. This baby was a recommendation from my friend Estée, or Essie Button. I'll link her up below. Just as a heads up as well, because whoa, I totally forgot to mention this, we've actually launched a channel together. We really wanted to do something together, and we've done videos together in the past, but you know, you guys are subscribed to my channel for me, and you're subscribed to Estée's channel for her, and we like making videos on our own channel, but we also wanted to do something together, something totally different. I get on with Estée so well, and we talk every single day, and yeah, she's one of my best friends, so we thought we would just sort of have a crack at doing something together, so I'll link that below if you guys want to subscribe. But anyway, Estée recommended this to me because she knew that I was a fan of the Sally Hansen Insta Dry, which I've done a whole blog post on. I'll link it below. I was also very shocked that Sally Hansen is not a real person. This traumatized me. You can read more about that on my blog post. When Estée saw that I liked that, she was like, you need Mega Shine. Now, Mega Shine doesn't claim to dry your nails quickly. I think it says somewhere on the box that it dries them quicker, but it doesn't, that's not its main claim. And so I was kind of like, you know, I really like my Insta Dry because it helps my nails dry quickly. And she was like, Gemma, this does too. Get it. And this is my 3rd bottle now. I'm absolutely sold on this. I'll never go back to Insta Dry. Sally, you're my girl. I want to talk about the Bumble Thickening Cream Contour. Okay, so I really like the Semi Sumo. I've used it, I think I used it in a Get Ready With Me video, but I really like the Semi Sumo. I didn't think I would be in the market for this because I'm quite happy with the Semi Sumo, but when I tried this, I really wanted it. Semi Sumo is more of a sort of waxy feel to it, like it's very shiny, and it's sort of like clear and balmy. I'd say it's more balmy. What's balmy? This is more of a cream, obviously, it's called Cream Contour, and it's still quite stiff, but you can just take a little bit of this, I don't have any in today so I'll show you, and just take it on your fingertips and put it through the ends of your hair, and it just gives kind of separation, definition, and a bit of hold, a little bit of body, but it's not as sort of, you don't feel it as much in your hair like you do the Semi Sumo, and the Semi Sumo doesn't really weigh your hair down. But the thing about the Semi Sumo is when I use it on my freshly washed hair the next day, I can still feel product in there a little bit, so I tend to like using that one on second day hair, whereas this one, it kind of disappears into your hair more. I just really like it to kind of give you a little bit of hold and definition, because sometimes my hair can feel a bit weighed down, but I don't want to use too many of those powders when it's freshly cleaned, and this just kind of solves both of those problems. So I really like this. You need a tiny amount, and it smells amazing as well. It makes your hair smell really delicious. Skincare wise, I've been trying to nourish myself because I don't know why, but my skin's kind of freaking out a bit. Maybe it's the changing weather, but I think it's probably to do with the fact that I'm a little bit stressed right now, and I'm trying to juggle things. I've been travelling to and from London. I feel really busy at the moment, but also like I can never seem to get anything done. I'm sure we're all in the same boat, but I've really been trying to inject some moisture into my skin because that is the first place that I see change when I'm stressed, is my skin. So the first thing that I've been doing is using the Melvita Extraordinary Waters again, and I've used these in the past. I've talked about them a lot in my videos, but I haven't used them for a while, and I was using the Rose Extraordinary Water. They've since had a snazzy change of packaging, which I'm a real fan of, and I'm now using the orange one. I thought I'd try something a little bit different because I've never tried this one before. But these have a sort of, I wouldn't say like, it's sort of like glycerin, if you've ever like used glycerin water or something like that. So it's not super runny like water. It has a bit of a more of a gel texture, but it's not a gel. They're a really interesting consistency, and you can use these with a cotton pad and like drag them over your face. Drag them? That sounds really violent. Smooth them over your face with a cotton pad as sort of a toner, or like I prefer to do it, you can just take some and just massage it into the skin, and it disappears without a trace, but it just injects some moisture into your skin. Melvita store, if you're ever in Covent Garden, it's in Slingsby Place, and it's a really, really nice store. The staff are so friendly, and they have teas as well, which I love, because you know I love my tea, and they will give you different teas for like internally to kind of beauty from the inside, I guess. They're just a really nice brand in general, but I've really been happy to rediscover these recently. Other moisturising products that I've been using are these two babies now. I've talked about this a lot on my channel as well. It's the Dr. Jart Water Max Sleeping Mask. Bit of a mouthful. This mask is very, very light. I know a lot of people tend to compare this to the Origins overnight drink up overnight intensive mask, because they're both overnight masks, and the Origins is a lot sort of thicker in its consistency, so it feels like you're moisturising more, and I love the Origins one so much, don't get me wrong, but I think people maybe like try this and they're like, oh, it's light, it's not going to do anything, and they just don't like it as much because they don't feel like it's doing as much. But even though it isn't thick and sort of creamy, it does moisturise really, really well, and I love layering these two overnight. This is the Clarins Hydraquench Intensive Serum, and it's a bi-phase serum, so you kind of shake it up and and drop it, and this is really light as well but still moisturising, and you can use this day and night, but I love layering these together at night just for a bit of added moisture. The other moisturising product that I've been loving was a present from my friend Caroline. Caroline's also on YouTube. She has a really great blog as well, so I'll link them below for you guys. But Caroline knew that I really, really have always wanted to try the Nuxe Reve de Miel lip balm, and I don't know why I haven't used it before. I really don't know, but I know that I was gonna buy it, and I ended up buying the Dior lip balm instead, which I do really love, the Dior Rose one. And I kind of told myself like, oh, I really like the Dior one, I don't need to have the Nuxe one as well. And then it was my birthday, like, but I hadn't seen Caroline, like, we'd been sort of, when I was living in London, so she gave me a belated birthday present, and she gave me this as part of my present. So I'm really, really happy that she got it for me, because I knew in my mind I couldn't justify buying it because I loved the Dior one, but I actually like this one more. And I love using it at night. This is like my nighttime lip balm. I absolutely love it, and I will definitely be repurchasing it. So thank you, Caroline, you have saved my lips. The final products that I really want to talk about in this video are these by Soap & Glory. Now, some of these are really old and battered because I've been a great lover of these lip glosses. Well, they're not really, well, they are. I'll get to that in a second. I've been a great lover of these for a long time, and I've talked about them a lot in my different videos. They're always lurking about the bottom of my handbag. They're like my favourite lip products, I think, ever, which is a big statement to make, but I'm going to make it I'm going to say it, Soap and Glory, I love you. They are the Sexy Mother Pucker Gloss Sticks. Now here's the thing, I don't like lip gloss that much. I hate this whole hair trapped on lips. That I'm not really a lip gloss girl. I'm more of a lipstick or balm, crayon type person. And these really fit the bill because they look glossy, but they are really moisturising. They have the best vanilla scent of any product that I've ever had before. Even MAC lipsticks. The only problem that I have with these is that they don't make enough colours. I'm wearing the nude today. The new plum one, which is called Rapunzel, is amazing. I'm just actually going to put some on. So this is a newer shade, so they're really glossy. I just really love them, and you can see all of them actually swatched on my lips, because the last video that I uploaded was my lip collection video. So I did the painstaking task one, worked it out. I think it was about 150 lipsticks. I swatched them all pretty much in one go. These kind of do everything. They're really nourishing, they give you some colour, and they're also glossy. So those are my September favourites. The next video that I upload on this channel will actually be sort of, I say tour in inverted commas because there's not really much there, but it will be a video about our new house. We are moving into a new house. I say we're moving into it because it's a complete renovation. We're going to be showing you before and after of each room, you know, home hauls, that kind of stuff, and I hope you guys are excited to see that because I'm so excited to film them. And there's still going to be regular sort of beauty content on here as well. There'll only be one home video a week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye!